everybody out there in YouTube land. I know it's been quite a while since I did a YouTube video. Been really busy with the holidays and Christmas and work, and I just get so bogged down with everything that's been going on. Anyway, I figured, it's about time that I do an update video. Show everybody what I've been up to and what's going on in all my tanks. So, for starters, there's my one of my new shirts that I got, Mark's Shrimp Tanks, in an awesome purple color. So that's pretty cool. Just had to show that off. Hi, Mark. If it wasn't for Mark, I probably wouldn't still be in the hobby. So big thank you to Mark. Okay, let's see what's going on in my tanks. Just hang on. So first off, it's my 55-gallon goldfish tank. Everybody in here is doing great. Getting ready for a water change, as you can see. These guys are my babies. I put a mulberry leaf in the back there on a clip, hoping that the snails might feed on it to get some calcium, because mulberry leaves are a great source of calcium. But they don't seem to be touching it, and when I try to put calcium-rich food in there, well, the piggies here eat it up before the snails have a chance at it. So I'm not sure what to do, because the snail shells are eroding a little bit. I mean, they seem to prefer all the algae on the glass, and as you can see by all the little narite eggs all over the glass, I guess you can tell what kind of snails I have. There are a couple big Malaysian trumpet snails in here. They keep under the sand for the most part. But yeah, them little white eggs are a pain in the you-know-what. I scrape them off every now and then, but kind of gotten used to them. That's all my babies. Big, they like to poop, but the tank stays pretty clean. I clean it about once a week. And I was in the process of making some RO water. The usual. Sorry about the mess. I swear I live in chaos sometimes. These is my cull tank of Bloody Marys, but they don't really look like culls. They seem to be even nicer looking than my main tank. I just put a little bit of tester food in here. I was making some of my own food for a change. Alright, everybody's looking really good in there. I got lots of floating plants that I've dug out of other tanks, trying to find homes for them, because I hate to throw the extra plants in the garbage. But I'll see. Just show you what I got going on over here in the oven. This is the food that I've been working on. I just took it a little while ago and cut it up into squares. I know they're probably still going to be way too big, and I'll still have to break it up, but it's a start. And that stuff over there on the sheet is what come off the pizza cutter that I used to cut that up. Pizza cutter was covered in it, so I smeared it all over some more parchment paper, hoping to dry it out. I have this set to really low, and I just leave it in there all day. Mind you, my place smells like fish food now. Kind of like a cooking pea smell mixed in with some leaves, because that's the majority of contents in that is peas, organic, and mulberry leaves all crushed up, powder form. And some frozen duckweed that I had saved up. Anyway, that's that. Let's see what else we got going on here that I can show you guys. Mr. Beta, he's still doing really good. He's hiding back there sucking. I almost lost him there a couple weeks ago. He had a hard piece of pea stuck in his mouth. I guess I miscalculated and gave him too big of a piece, and he could not get it out or suck it any further in. So, and after I seen him struggle for a while and I kind of tried to dislodge it, I had to catch him in my hand and actually use a tip of a safety pin to kind of poke it further into his mouth, so then it kind of wasn't stuck anymore and he was able to spit it out. he was a bit traumatized from that. He laid on the bottom for a while afterwards. A little still, but he's back to his whole self now. I'm glad to say he's not too pissed off at me. He's my baby too. Always looking to get fed. He has no dorsal fin. He came from Pets Unlimited like that. I kind of rescued him. It's pretty neat. I don't know how that injury happened unless he was born like that. Anywho, I'm in the process of watching Mark's latest video. Turned it off to quickly make this video of my own, which will probably be too long because I seem to talk too much. Can't help it. These are my green jades. I got a bunch of beautiful jades from SKA, Shrimp Keepers Anonymous, in Calgary. And I lost some of them for some reason, but the ones that survived are doing good. As you can see, they're reproducing. One of them came buried. And all the babies that were in here, that hatched in here, have lived and are doing well. So onto my tanks. This is my crystal red tank. These guys took a few months off from breeding. I'm not sure why. There hadn't been any buried ones or any babies in here for the longest time. I'd say 3 or 4 months. But just over the past 3 weeks or so, they've been dancing all the time. And I do see buried ones in here now, and I even seen a little baby one the other day, so there probably been a buried one in here about a month ago that I just didn't notice. But yeah, now that I have the time to focus more on the tanks, I guess doing more water changes has been helpful for them. Absolutely love these guys. They're chowing down on a mulberry leaf there. Oh yeah. You guys are so pretty. There's another mulberry leaf that they're just starting to attack. This is my Tang Thai tank. I recently put new bulbs in here just the other day, and what a difference. See how bright it is? And it used to be darker like that one, but now it's a lot brighter. Probably should have fed these guys, so I could have brought them out more to show you, but they're also munching on a mulberry leaf. It's a wine red panda in there. I got that from SKA in Calgary. These guys are a mix of tangerine tigers and Taiwan bees, so they start spitting out crazy things like that guy right there. Looks like a crystal black, but I'm not sure. There goes a King Kong. There's shadow pandas in here and King Kongs. There's a couple blue bolts in here. I just kind of wanted to throw in a range of things to see what I could. Sorry about the algae on the glass, guys. You can see a blue bolt back there. That's my I can get rid of the glare here. That's my rope there that I made. I got that idea from Mark's Shrimp Tanks. You can see the reflection in the glass there. He taught me in one of his videos how to make a rope kind of wall of subwater tank. You take nylon rope and you take cotton thread and you just kind of wrap the thread around the rope, attaching little bits of subwater tang all the way down it. And I got it suction cupped up at the top, probably can't see that, and at the bottom I got it weighted down with a rock that I got the string tied to, and I just let it grow. And this has been quite a few months worth of growth. It did take quite a while to get to this point, but It was well worth it. That is just beautiful. I think I'd like to do a couple more strings along the back. But I do have my heater there, which I kind of like as a cool shelf, so I'd have to make those strings a little shorter. Anyway, I'm blabbering on again. As most shrimp keepers do, if you know any shrimp keepers or you're a shrimp keeper yourself, you know once you start talking about your shrimp, it's hard to shut up. But I love talking about them. Okay, let's my Bloody Mary tank. And everybody in here has never stopped breeding. They don't seem to go through any cycles. They're all doing really good. I got rabbit snails in there which are doing really good also. You can see the little baby rabbit snails. There's a I don't focus there. Come on. There we go. They got the yellow bodies. I count at least 4 there. There's Malaysian trumpet snails mixed in, but the shells look noticeably different. Malaysian trumpet snails have a lot lighter colored shells. I recently made these guys some snello the other day. It's like a snail food with a high concentration of calcium in it. Hopefully to, you know, get the shells growing nice and strong. But yeah, I love my Bloody Marys. And I don't care for the duckweed. Pain in the butt. But probably has a lot to do with my tube hanging down like that. I use that contraption there. It's a floating tube, like a suction cup to the back. It helps keep the duckweed out of the flow of the hang on the back filter. But I'm just finishing up from a water change. You see the drip there coming in. I'm just still topping it up, so once the water level gets back up to where it's supposed to be, I'll clean up that mess of duckweed and it'll go back to normal. Okay, and this is my panda tank, which is solely just for pandas. I have some regular black pandas, as you can see, and there's also a couple King Kongs and I'm not sure if it's a striped panda or a pinto. There's a different conflicting information out there. But I'll just call it a pretty shrimp with black with white stripes. And they're also eating a mulberry leaf. Those guys actually have a lot more blue in it than you can see in the video in the white. They're shadow pandas. Nobody in here is actually bred yet. I added in a few more little ones the other day from my Tang Tai tank just to try and spruce things up. Maybe get things more active. I love how my plants are growing in here though. They're growing so good. And last but not least, my Blue Bowl tank. Last video I think this tank didn't have anything in it yet. They're still just cycling and starting to grow in. Now there's blue bolts in here, and I even seen a couple of blue bolt babies the other day. And it's like, yes, they're breeding. It's like one of my favorites. You can see a dirt guy there. He's really pretty. Try and take a quick peek through the grass, through the subwasser tank and the moss here, just to see if I see any babies on video. Not seeing anything right off. But there's about 10 blue bolts in here. They like to hang out back there. They've been eating that mulberry leaf. Indian almond leaf back there. It's gotten to the point of decay that they rather enjoy eating it. Okay, guys. Well, I don't want to bore you anymore with my long talking video. Just wanted to show you my tanks and how everything's been coming along rather nicely. Okay, thanks so much for stopping in, and if you like my videos, give me a like, maybe subscribe to me. Check out my Facebook page, Happy Little Shrimp, if you have the time. And I just want to give a shout out to some co-workers of mine from work. Let me see here. See these? Jim and Pat. I still have my scissors. Okay, I'll see you guys at work. No, I like using my scissors. You're not gonna tell me not to use scissors. I like using my scissors to open boxes with. Haha. Okay, sorry, inside joke, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.